So a forest ranger sees some smoke rising from a point that lies in the direction east 40 degrees north. So the first thing we have to be able to do is figure out where that would be. How do you remember north, east, southwest? Do you have any strategies?
Never eat soggy wieners.
There we go. Never eat soggy wieners.
I got you guys.
So we're going to start where, when the direction is east 40 degrees north, we're going to start at east and then go 40 degrees towards the north. And this direction is actually an angle in standard position, because remember, a standard position starts at a positive x-axis, so this one looks like an angle standard position. Now, she estimates the distance from the ranger station is about 30 kilometers. So we have to figure out, where are we going to put this 30 kilometers? So here's our smoke. Ooh, I wonder if I have a special smoke pen. Yes. Just for this question. That's what it's designed for. All right, there's my smoke pen. Smoke with a little bit of flame in there. Oh. Next year I'm going to be teaching art. You can just see it happening, right? All right. So there, she estimates the distance from the ranger station is about 30 kilometers. The firefighters at the ranger station have to travel east and then north to get to the fire. So maybe there's a road along the east, and then they would just go straight up north from there. So we're estimating this to be 30 kilometers here. And we can make a triangle. And that's the distance that the firefighters will have to go. We need to find how much should they travel in each direction. So this does make a right angle triangle. So we can use sine, cosine, tan, and everything we have from our grade 10 math. I'm going to call this side x and this side y, just because that'll be an x coordinate and a y coordinate. Now if you have that right angle triangle, let's pick one. Which one do you want to solve for first, x or y? You want to solve for y first? Now if you're going to solve for y, again, from last year, we've got an angle. Y is the opposite side of that angle. And the 30 kilometers, which is the distance, is the hypotenuse. So if we're solving for y and we've got an opposite side and a hypotenuse, which trig ratio are you going to use? You're going to use sine. So you set it up, sine of the angle is equal to the opposite side over the hypotenuse. Multiply both sides by 30. And we could figure out what y is supposed to equal to. Again, make sure your calculator is in degrees. To the nearest kilometer, so if I round to the nearest kilometer, that'll be 19 kilometers. Now if we want to solve for x, given our angle of 40 degrees, x is the adjacent side. So which one are we going to use, sine, cos, or tan? Cos, because we have the hypotenuse again, and now we're solving for the adjacent side. So cos of 40 degrees, adjacent over the hypotenuse, multiply both sides by 30. And rounded to the nearest kilometer, 23 kilometers. So now that we've solved it, it is a word problem. We're going to end with a statement. The firefighters would have to travel. Ooh, that's a lot of L's in travel. They would have to travel, while our x is 23 kilometers, and that is in the east direction. And the y, which was 19 kilometers, that would be in the direction of north. This question was brought to you by 7-Eleven, and those are the questions you can do for practice.